in the world that when it's like served to me at the table, I put some pepper on it. Eljar says, I hate cheese. Go to your room. I am in my room. The screen of this cogitator shows a scrolling line of repeating technolingua. Staring at the obscure symbols gives you a headache. Yeah, that's how it is when non-programmers look at programming. This is gonna upset some people. I don't like mac and cheese. I mean, if you don't like cheese, you probably don't like mac and cheese. Oh, God!
Soothes my soul. They will see. Oh, yes, indeed.
Look no
they all will
this
see.
Will make a
Well,
fine
I found a trap, and I disarmed it with my face.
Appreciation. In this tapestry of a world,
More cheese goes, yeah.
I am the rogue thread.
You know what? I should make more friends that hate cheese, because that's more cheese for me. Every time we're together, hey guys, I ordered us pizza, they all just groan. Oh, you don't like pizza? I'm sorry. Nom, 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 nom. The broken panel of the cogitator is sparking. Its blind, dark screens show
There
nothing.
will be no peace in my wake.
Reminds me of the whole thing about, like, if you go camping, always bring a friend that's slower than you, alright? Because if a bear attacks, you don't gotta be faster than the bear. You just gotta be faster than your friend. The device, now evidently used to chop bodies into pieces, was once an ordinary cooling fan. The panel is broken, cogitator, blinder screen show nothing.
What lies beyond?
Oh, dying tech priest. The pile of human remains carelessly tossed together amidst a suffocating stench. The torn, gutted bodies once belonged to tech priests, but you cannot spot even a glint of metal anywhere. All their implants are gone. Suddenly, one of their ravaged bodies makes the tiniest movement. The tortured man's lips move ever so slightly, his eyes half-closed, eyelids twitching. Approach the still-breathing man. The man can barely breathe without his respirator implant. It is a miracle he survived the horrific vivisection, but it takes you a single look at the gaping wounds where the augment was ripped out to realize death is only a matter of time. As if having sensed your presence, the half-dead man looks at you and sharply inhales the hot air. Machine spirit, deliver me. The binaric requiem coming from Pascal's Vox sounds solemn and grim. Upon hearing it, the man's mutilated face twists into a weak semblance of a smile. Brace yourself, I shall help you. The man gasps violently as if the very thought terrifies him. No, I was robbed of the grace of Deus Mechanicus. Waste not your efforts, and hear my confession. The holy magi, they succumbed to heresy. The rest were stripped of their true flesh. To feed the heresy. Preserve us. Deliver me from erring. Yo, this game has some really good music. I wish we had cranked it up much earlier. Listen to this. Continue. Sacrifice, living blood, from vessels of the true flesh, while their heart is still beating. After that, oblivion. His eyes grow glassy. I knew you would come. I've waited so very long. Deliver me from my torment. What a horrible fate, to be betrayed by one's own. I attest that the 3 categorical requirements for assigning the status of martyr of the faith have been met. Opposition to the enemy, preservation of adherence to dogma, and brutal death. Oh my god! Requesting the right to extract the subject's organic matter for it to be used in the creation of an honorable servo skull. The man who is minutes from death wheezes weakly. It's an honor. I am thankful for the right to serve. Do servo skulls still have brains in them? I think they do. Because there was one point we found a skull earlier, and Pascal was said it's a shame it doesn't have more, and it's just a skull, because this would have made an excellent servo skull. I'm not sure how they do. I think they do. They're heavily lobotomized, but yes. Pascal, your request is granted. Oh man, incoming surgery. Leaning over the dying man, Pascal, in a decisive yet surprisingly respectful motion, cuts his throat. Wielding a long scalpel, it takes him mere moments to release the cervical vertebrae from the hold of muscles and sinew, and to cut the vertebrae, severing the head from the body. You receive a picked recorder servo skull. The servo skull is designed to spread the glory and splendor of its mighty owner. Let your service continue, Tech Comrade. So we've got this one, which is like a doot, and we've got this one.
I won't sully myself.
We can only have one at
with
a time.
That.
This one takes pictures. There he is. Oh wait, it's like bugging out. That's the wrong. That's not the right one. Oh, now we've got both out. That's not supposed to be possible. All right.
Curiosity.
We've got servo skulls
sings
flying
in
us
my
and spreading our
veins.
splendor now. Now what do we do?
Oh, one step at a time.
Door.
Amidst the madness.
Quick save.
Acquisition is possible.
Disarm.
Never doubt me.
As you approach the cogitator, you notice a number of deep scratches left by huge claws on its metal surfaces. Despite the apparent damage, the machine seems to be in working condition. Activate the emergency bridge lowering protocol. You touch the levers and the rails on the control panel and disturb the slumber of the spirits that reside within the cogitator. The machine dawdles as if still drowsy, but nevertheless performs its assigned function. Continue. View the log. The log contains nothing of interest. The maintenance ritual schedule for the sacred machine that moves the bridge, an activation log, and a few notes of religious nature entered by Tech Priest. Step away.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
The screen of this cogitator shows a scrolling line of repeating technolingua. Staring at the obscure symbols gives you a headache. Demolition, break the wall.
Duty prevails.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Siphon life. Oh, did we finally get another biomancy staff? Yup. There we go. Something is howling within the metal housing as if the machine spirits of this cogitator are lamenting some irreparable loss. Tech. Force access. Your knowledge of machine spirits is sufficient to trick the system and subdue it to your will. You gain access to the cogitator's systems. The device machine spirit can do nothing to thwart you. Subdued by its defeat, it hides in the depths of its lair. Awaken the cogitator's machine spirit. You touch the levers and reels of the control panel and disturb the slumber of the spirits that reside in the cogitator. The machine dawdles as if still drowsy, but nevertheless performs its assigned function. So if the enemy had been standing there, they would have just gotten smashed by a giant bullet. Okay, alright, so there was another way to handle that fight. Step away from the cogitator. Yeah, because there was like a whole group there, so like 5 of them would have gotten killed by that, I think.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Disarm. You fool! Luckily they all missed. She walked into the trap to disarm the trap. Quoting Megatron here. You fool! The Cogitator's panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handle switches, and other control mechanisms. View the log. You discover the local data crypt with contents collected from previous operators or the machine spirit itself. Using access, you study the archives. Review supply protocol. At first glance, the records look like typical shipping report, but after further reading, it becomes apparent that the focus here is not ore or assembly parts, but augments extracted from living tech priests and spent mass, the flesh of the victims killed either during or for the sake of machine rituals. Production. The log is damaged. The lines are uneven and some of the values seem impossible. After a few minutes of studying the records, you feel your head begin to swim. The stored data can only be comprehended by a twisted mind touched by chaos corruption. Review Ascension. The record looks like a sermon of some mad chaos worshipper. The log, clearly written by someone else's words, mentions the heart that exudes virtue and the cradle that rocks the child of truth. Step away. Okie dokie. Uh-oh, is it? Whoa. Disarm. With your hands this time, not your face. Alright, quick save. I think we're coming up on that boss fight from earlier.
My warp sight reveals something.
Oh, wait. Whatever this is, I can't interact with it. Quick save. Oh, he's not here. Oh my god, it spins! Wait, we missed something back here. Let's go back and get whatever that was. And missed something here. I like that it shows boxes on the map. Inspect. A desecrated altar to the Omnissiah. The purity seals have been torn off. The data slates with sacred codes shattered. And stored with some of the teeth on the gear adornments broken off.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed.
Alright, so that just loops around.
We'll see.
Is there anything else up here? Let's see.
Still new to the art of exploring.
Oh boy. Okay, hang on.
What advice do you...
Abelard, disarm it with your feet. Nice job. Tech use 100. This large device is a cargo lift used for transporting parts. The cyber guard is asking for access codes you do not have. Try typing in password. That worked in Wrath of the Righteous. There was a golem that asked me for a password. I yelled password and I got access to it. One of the funniest parts of the game. Game's auto-saving, that's a good sign.
Stop. There.
Is there multiple paths you can take in this phase? I don't know. Your redemption will be awash with the blood of... Oh, that's a Chaos Marine. The blood of heathens, and thus will you sate the true God's eternal thirst. The Chaos Marine towers over the tech priest's bowed heads like a dark cliff. He's reciting a sermon, slowly, almost chanting. From the mere sound of his deep, low voice, you break into a cold sweat and your gorge rises. What's my gorge? Listen, for my words reveal to you a path from the darkness upon the primordial truth, which has thrown open its gates for wayward souls seeking deliverance from the shroud of lies and torments of enslavement. Your minds have shed the bonds of the dogma that has guided you into the abyss, except now the hope granted to you by the greatest of the world bearers. Just a sec. Sacrilege! Here, on the soil of an imperial world! Heinrichs hisses through gritted teeth. I knew our meeting at Rykad Minoris wouldn't be the last, but to run into this anathema here? Kiava Gamma did not merely succumb to heresy, Muck Von Luck. Your world is in the clutches of the greatest evil known to the Imperium. Pascal gazes at his former brethren and whispers dryly. The new sphere signature of the defective units has been archived. In accordance with the sacred commandments, I will tolerate no heresy and hereby sentence you to categorical disposal without redemption. Death to Chaos Spawn! The Chaos Space Marine roars in fury as the tech priests turn and charge at you as if on cue. And suddenly, the band. I am quite scared of the Chaos Marine. Muck, would you love me if you was aware? As long as you still watch my stream, yeah. A view is a view, my guy.
A wicked thought.
Oh, these are not robots. The hacking thing doesn't do damage to these. What? That's hit past? Oh no, I think it damaged the cover. Alright, regen on Abelard.
Let's see.
She's gonna be our #1 source of damage against the Chaos Marine, so she's gonna start chipping him down. Oh god, oh god, oh god, what's he gonna... It's fine.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands. I'll do it.
Isn't this a job for yourself? Not a servitor.
Heinrich's finally getting a turn. Taunt everything. Try to kill. Word of the Emperor. In his name!
Of course, Lord Captain.
Weakness on those guys. Heal on Argenta. No line of sight. If I move here, can I regen her? Yeah.
Step, I lead.
A genius at work.
Cassia, give her a turn. Cassia, hit the Marine again. Alright, he's down to half.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Back up. Woo!
Don't frighten me!
Oh my god.
Faith without deed. As the Emperor commands, I act.
High momentum.
Not a servitor.
Touch of anger. Hit each other. One of them's kind of stuck. It's an enemy's turn right now, but he's like broken. I'm giving it a minute and hoping he corrects himself. Don't know if it's been mentioned, but just having you comment on what's happening in short little bursts like you do is really appreciated. I was just doing my thing. I'm glad you like it. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's throw a buff on him. Let's see. Wall of Rockery, give 10 hit points to everybody. Defensive stance to riposte everything. Taunt on all these guys, and we got a free extra attack. Pop. Pascal. Move here. Free attack on this guy. Use the Mecha Dendrite to knock him away. And then we can do an AoE attack. And then I don't want to end the fight out here in the open, so use this skill to move back here. And we just leveled up. Word of the Emperor in his name! Buff everyone's resolve.
Let's see to
do
it.
this on myself. Iron Arm buff on him.
I won't object.
And turn. Regen on Cassia. Let's use Finest Hour to give Cassia a whole ton of turns. First, I'm going to move her here so she stops getting hit with attacks of opportunity. And then, focus all her power on that guy. There we go. 231 damage. Alright, no more Chaos Marine. But wait, there's more!
High momentum.
And then Cassia kills everyone. Alright. And he had a cape. The Arc Strategist Mantle. All bonus from the wearer's combat tactics areas are increased by 5% for 1 round if the wearer uses a strategy. I am not even using that. I have 2 people. Well, no, Adira was that in my team, and then we totally killed Adira and got rid of her. And then the other person is Yearlyette, which we're not really using her. Okay, so we just lifted that thing. What about over here? There's a door over here also.
This tapestry of a world.
Alright, let's deal with the level up.
And the rogue thread.
This is one of those... I actually don't like the levels like this. I find this is very overwhelming. Like, I do enjoy D&D stuff. I enjoy, you know, making unique characters and stuff, but there's like 100 options here. Excuse me. Thank you. Alright. Melting armor is anytime an enemy suffers damage from the Psyker, that enemy's armor is reduced by 3%. The Psyker does have the, I do have the ability on this guy that when he hits someone, they are permanently dotted and take damage every turn forever. So that could combo with that. And there's, of course, setting someone on fire, so that'd be 2 dots. Can't get Psi rating 3 yet. Monk, have you seen the trailer for the game No Rest for the Wicked by Moon Studios? It's the same game that made the Ori games that looks awesome. I have not, no. Hang on. Official reveal trailer from 3 weeks ago. Alright, I have it open. I'll check it out after the stream. Let's see. Tech use, persuasion, base skill, Medicaid, improve the skill if their archetype or origin does not allow it. There was one point earlier in this playthrough I got carouse and coercion confused, thinking they were like the same thing. I now realize that they are different. All allies have plus 25% dodge against attacks made by allies. Do minus 25% damage to allies and minus 50% less additional damage with critical hits against allies. So, all allies. This basically makes friendly fire much easier for the whole team. Sure. Not that I am in that situation much, but sure. Where's Endurance? Whenever the Vanguard's ally in a 2-cell radius around them is hit, the Vanguard gives them plus 3 temp wounds once per round for each ally. Wallet max stats of Unyielding Beacon. I didn't know Unyielding Beacon had a max stacks. I don't know how high it goes.